good, y'all? It's Pod.cannion. I'm back with another reaction video. We have another cheat video. Not a cheat video, but I'm cheating on the cheat videos to do a deleted one. This is why I hate Coleslaw. And this is pretty much like... It's hard to describe this, like, how people who have seen through J. Cole's facade, it's hard to describe J. Cole's facade to delusional J. Cole fans. So I feel like the best way to do that is to, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Deleted will say it a lot better because this is low-key a yap session I've been thinking about making. Also, obviously J. Cole's coming out with an album, which is, and we were anticipating, well, J. Cole fans were anticipating it, and now that it's about to happen, you know what I'm saying? They are actually like, J. Cole fans are pretty much back outside, and you know, it's been peaceful for like the past like year and a half, ever since that fateful day on April 7th. J. Cole fans have not talked, you know what I'm saying, with the confidence that they used to, because I remember me being a Kendrick Lamar fan. First of all, I must have to say this just because I know everybody doesn't watch every video. I fought with both of these artists. I think both of these are phenomenal artists. My main issue when I would be talking to J. Cole fans is they have a delusion of, in my opinion, like the level and the subgenre that J. Cole is in. And ooh, I can't go. I was about to go off the deep end early, but I'm gonna go off of what Deleted says, and if there's anything that Deleted didn't say, you know I'm gonna add that in there. But let's get into it. You already know we chill over here, so subscribe if you're new. If you want to see me again, we a small channel, so you know how the algorithm is. Like the video if you like it, because it also helps out. And all we do is chill over here. Let's get it.
Somebody else has to take that spot. Somebody else has to take that spot.
Yes, already they're fucking up, because with this junk right here, I heard this and I was like, absolutely fucking not. Like, whoever was talking here saying like you have to give up your spot when you're like in a dominant position, I don't agree with that. I feel like that is a cope and acceptance for people who actually like fall off and lose the touch and the connection that they originally had with their audience. Sort of like you, J. Cole. Like, the thing when I say like a J. Cole fan's delusion is they're not delusional about J. Cole being good, but the level of skill, they will like, this is like verbatim what J. Cole fans have said to me. I know it's not everybody, but like it's the overall delusion, like a mass hysteria. Well, they'll say there isn't a rapper alive that can rap to J. Cole's level, or like, and they'll be like, it's not even close. And that's clearly blasphemy. You clearly have not listened to hip hop, because in my opinion, if you've clearly listened to like all of hip hop, you know that J. Cole's not even a top 10 lyricist. And that's not a crazy take. That's not a crazy take at all. J. Cole is not a top 10 lyricist. I only let 2 seconds play in the video, and I'm already yapping. My fault, y'all. We gonna get into it.
Somebody else. Take that spot. To take that spot. To take that spot. Somebody else has to take that spot. Somebody else. To take that spot. To take that spot. To take that spot. Somebody else has to take that spot.
I don't think I did a reaction, but y'all should know at this point, if y'all are in this space, Whacked Out Murals was a half J. Cole diss a little bit. Not even like dissing him, but just like letting him know like I see through your facade, like a lot of people
is a professional attention leech. Y'all didn't peep how he magically drops an announcement video the same week everybody already knew ASAP Rocky was dropping? Come on, man. That wasn't accidental. That was calculated. This backpedaler knew exactly what he was doing. He been moving weird around that whole Drake situation from day one. He hopped on the track with Rocky when he was clearly throwing shots towards Drake. Then Cole felt bad and turned around and wrote Drake a soft-ass apology love letter like, nah, bro, I didn't mean it.
He's talking about Port Antonio, which I have a reaction on that channel, you know,
like
on
that.
this channel.
Backpedal Olympics, straight up.
I have some fake morals.
And now
fake morals. Almost like some whacked out mural. like you see how deep, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't even remember that video or like that interview because like it was cool like in the thing, but that was not like a legendary interview to me. So I remember, I think it was a deleted video where like he really like put home like J. Cole like telling himself like, yeah, I realized that I had a lot of fake morals. It just goes like a double that Kendrick was going with the whacked out mural, but morals as well.
Video the same week as Rocky's drop, splitting attention, stealing headlines, diluting the momentum. That's behavior. He's trying to look important, trying to be seen as still in the conversation, just a cornball, and still looking like a bum. Man, go wash your ass. You look like you smell like recycled deep thoughts and apple cider vinegar. Wow. You ain't took a bait. Bum rap. You guys love that bum rap. You gotta either be a seventh grader or a grown loser to relate to that shit. All he does is complain and cry and backpedal, talking about how he going through something. Man, we all going through something. What did you do with it? What have you done with it? Where's the arc? Where's the growth? Where's the transformation? There is none. He's just one big sad emoji in different fonts and melodies. It's bummy ass, middle school ass puberty music, depression cosplay at best, and his fan base. Man, they soft.
Just get into it. Just let's get into it.
These Drake fans pretend to be tough. However, the Cole fans, they don't even try. They want to cry together, hold hands, and chant growth. Drink kombucha, and read poetry from when they were virgins. Whole fan base. Y'all worse than the OV hoes, worse than the Yay Glazers, and I say that proudly as a Yay fan. You worse than us. At least we don't cry about it. We stand on shit. Cole fans, they collapse emotionally. All right, so let's get this.
Dang. No, because that's a genuine question. Are OV hoes and Aubrey's angels? Low key, like I'll say this, like even at like the like even when like I would have debates with like Drake fans, like while the beef was going on, the level of frustration throughout that whole, like even like in the parts where it sort of looked like Drake might have was gonna win a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I never felt the like frustration and like the cognitive dissonance when I'm talking to a J. Cole fan. It almost feels like we're not talking about the same artist. Like they be having like an idea of who they want J. Cole to be, but that is not actually who J. Cole is as an artist.
10,000 likes. No matter of fact, we did 10,000 last time. I think the villains can run it up to like 12,000. Let's get 12,000 likes. Let's run it up. Let's make sure these Cole influencers choke on reality tonight. So y'all could call this a rage bait. Y'all could call it hate. Ask me. I'm tired of them. I'm the villain.
Can you be a travel advisor without quitting your 9 to 5? Actually,
I'm glad he didn't have
that. The modern.
All right, so Cole came out.
I was like, that's crazy. We had that
dropped a couple of videos. I'm seeing y'all crying, shaking, writing essays about growth and maturity, like he just cured a disease. All he did was talk slow, look sad, say vague, deep shit over a cinematic beat, and then boom, sympathy clicks activate.
It doesn't matter what J. Cole does, to a certain extent, right? J. Cole fans will find a way to make whatever surface level shit he's talking about, they will try to stretch it and make it so much more deep. Now, I feel like J. Cole has an ability, well, and it's crazy, right? Like when I talk about like the apparent, like from what the discographies tell, like J. Cole just is like 8 times out of 10, his bars are what you see and what you get. They're very surface level. And anytime I would debate with a J. Cole fan, the main thing that they would be trying to say is something like, oh no, why would... I lied to you not. This was their logic. This is why I say it's delusion. They would be like, why would J. Cole rap his best on his songs? This is that, like, they would actually be like, no, J. Cole's not trying. I know that he's making music that is going to give him money, that he's going to be actively competing with other artists, but no, this is just J. Cole not trying. J. Cole has not shown his true ability yet. And I was like, if you're dropping an album while you're signed with Jay-Z, like, and even past that, when he has Dreamville, right? It's like, just me as an artist, like, do you not want to put your best shit out? Like, why would you put out the songs where you're not trying? That, like, logically, you can't make that make sense to me. And, like, they would be acting like that's, like, obvious. And that's just one example.
Y'all really love dudes who talk big shit, forget that like they were hiding and then came back like nothing happened. That's y'all hero. That's y'all
That's y'all man.
Y'all love Kendrick Lamar, correct? As do I.
What bridge they done burnt? All of them.
It's over with. I watch him pander with them backhanded compliments.
Is this your king? Huh?
Is this your king? I pay homage and I always mind my business. I made the born sinner beg me for forgiveness. I never lose who I am for a rap image. Like, come on. He's talking about Cole. Is this your king?
Young man.
Oh, man.
You got knocked
the fuck out.
Jumped in, said names, stirred it up, panicked, disappeared, let everybody else take the heat.
Yep.
And now it's, he's above it. He chose peace. Look
Oh
at him.
my gosh. Like, he's not lying, y'all. The moment J. Cole apologized, I heard people saying, like, I wish all y'all men would act like this guy. I was like, what framework do you see him apologizing for something that he started as the mature like, I guess you can say it's the mature thing to do, but with me being an artist, from knowing like this rap shit, you doing that is probably like one of the most disgraceful things you can do as an artist. Like, there's a difference between ignoring like a diss altogether because it's not worth your attention, but you invoked the beef, put out the first like full diss record, and then didn't even let the weekend end and apologized for it. It's like, that's not him choosing peace. That's him realizing he's not ready for this. He's not who y'all think he is. And when he proved to y'all, when he said on the stage at his own Dreamville event that I am not about that life, that's why y'all had to go into cope. Y'all had to twist the story. Y'all had to be like, no, this is mature. And it's like, to a certain extent, it can be mature if he didn't start it. If he was just like, I know this is all for the fun and games. If he said that off rip without putting out a diss track, completely different story. I can believe that. But it's like, no. You realize you weren't as cut out for that as you thought. And when people, because there was mixed reviews. When that disc came out, there was a mix of people saying it was absolute garbage, and then the J. Cole fans who were glazing it. You know what I'm saying? And everything that J. Cole said, they would. It's law. It's facts now. It's facts. Of course, To Pimp a Butterfly was boring. I know it won a Nobel Peace Prize, which J. Cole has never touched. But of course, To Pimp a Butterfly was boring. Of course, this out of the third, and it's like delusion. That's all I can say.
This is called maturity. No, he was ducking.
He's ducking.
He was scared.
He's scared.
He backpedaled. And the crazy part is, y'all fall for it every time.
Every time! They do it every time!
Context is gone. Timeline is wiped. And guess what? I still don't like his ass.
Brian, you a hater. You are literally hating. I need you.
And that was him talking about himself in that
to
clip.
ask.
The video did not move me at all. I laughed. I chuckled. The monologue didn't heal me either. The rollout did not hypnotize me.
It didn't.
Body for Body, or whatever the hell God is calling that song, wiped this shit. It wiped it completely. Better than this track. I don't care what y'all talking about. Y'all can praise. Y'all can glaze. Y'all can rewrite the story if you want.
I need to get one of those.
I'm gonna call it what it is, and I'm standing on it. Talking big shit too. How you gonna hide then return with a sad ass soundtrack like nothing happened? That's crazy. If that's your definition of maturity, than just say that. And if you guys haven't figured it out yet, I am one of the biggest J. Cole haters alive. If you want a unbiased take, you need to click off now. You ain't getting it here. I'm not reporting shit. I'm not balancing perspectives.
He said I'm not balancing shit.
Don't worry, the Cole Blazers got the rest of the YouTube covered. They are engraving their name on it as we speak. Just bouncing. Moist ass fan base. I mean, you can't be mad. That's who they like. They got every right to meet Ride in peace. Leave them alone. Ask me if I care. I want you to feel the hate. If you hate Cole, drop a demon emoji and spam Grippy. If you love Cole, cry in the comments.
Grippy, no. Yo, people forget Grippy dropped. people forget that Grippy dropped. I have a remix to Grippy. That's actually the craziest thing about it. I was like, I know I can rap on this better than J. Cole. And I think I did, honestly. That song was garbage. Not even the song, because Cash Cobain's part was alright. But it's like, he tried something and it just didn't land. Like, the way that it was, and see, it sounded like a troll song, if I'm being honest. And J. Cole can't twist and be like, yeah, that was definitely a troll song. No, so it's like, it's garbage.
Embrace both. Just stand on the shit because your GOAT doesn't.
He doesn't.
J. Cole is the coleslaw.
Coleslaw?
There, I said it. And who the fuck ever wants coleslaw? Nobody wakes up like, yo, I hope they got some coleslaw. No, it just shows up uninvited on the side of the plate. You didn't ask for it. You didn't order it. They just slap it there like it's important. Just a fake ass salad. And every time you look at it, you're like, maybe this time it'll be good. And every time, disappointment. It's never good. It's like half good. It got potential for half a second, and then boom, let down. And somehow, some people praise the shit. They like, nah, you don't get it.
There are actually people who like coleslaw that exists. So you're right.
It's actually
this
fire.
is actually a good example.
Bro, no, you're lying to yourself. It's not. The rest of us see it for what it is. It's a fake ass salad, just pretending to be essential, ruining the plate. That's Cole. Every time little food shows up like steak, ribs, seasoning, there comes coleslaw on the side of the plate. Like, yeah, without me, nobody asked for you. Nobody wants coleslaw. See, the problem is J. Cole feels important, and so does his fans. They feel like he's the main course. You just a wannabe ass salad, and then everybody else is just trying to convince me that he's the main ingredient. He's the main course when he's really just a side dish you politely ignore.
Dude. No,
alright, so the video opens up, and I already know what time it is because whenever J. Cole starts with silence, he's about to hit us with some fake deep fortune cookie-ass philosophy. Dead air, no beat, no visuals, just vibes like he wants me to sit down, cross my legs, and journal about my feelings. And I'm already annoyed. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed the fuck off because why are we here at this point? Then here it comes. Everything is supposed to go away eventually.
Everything is supposed to go away eventually. You see this especially in like show business. Everything is supposed to go.
Yeah, like when I first heard this for the first time, like it only took me like 5 seconds to take in that video, and it was like, fuck that shit. I was like, I hear you. I definitely hear you, but absolutely not. There is no way I am going into anything with the expectation that I'm not about to absolutely rule that shit or do the best that I can and be in there as long as possible. I know that nothing is forever, nothing ends, but when you're talking about your craft, the shit that you love, I don't see an end to this shit. Like, I don't see a definitive time where I'm like, okay, like, I'm talking like 20 years in the future, even more. I cannot see a point in time in my life where I'm not going to make music. So it's like, I don't feel that. I hear that, but I don't feel that. I feel like that is a loser's mentality to have. Even if like, because more than one person can be at the top, but to willingly give up your spot to something that you fuck with, to something that you love, that's practically like, here, gang, I know this was my girl that I said I wanted to marry and shit, but shit, you the next one up, you can have her. You're not gonna fight for, like, come on, bro, come on.
Like, eventually. You see this especially in like show business.
Oh man, here we go. This
Yeah.
man is about to TED talk us into forgiving him from running from smoke. Like, damn,
Yes, he
bro,
is.
say it with your chest or don't say it at all. Why
He
you always
couldn't.
talking like the universe owes you an apology? Now we start talking about fame, actors, musicians, and all that.
Famous actors or like musicians. And it's like, oh, this guy used to be famous and then he fell off.
Notice how he's framing it like it's not personal, as if he's just some neutral observer of the industry. Bro, you are the subject. You always have been. Stop acting like this is a documentary and not a confession booth.
This guy used to be famous and then he fell off.
If you're trying to stay lean and jacked and athletic from the comfort of your own, if you're
Did it run
trying
the
to stay
ad
lean
back?
and jacked and athletic from the comfort of your own home, I have something.
What happened?
Why are you quoting imaginary people, bro? You said the shit. You jumped in it. You backed out. And don't act like the internet forced you to be scary. And now the visual starts creeping in. Dim lighting, studio shots, that quiet monk-like energy. And this is the same dude who was riding bikes wearing neutral colors, pretending to be Captain Planet for a decade. Fast forward, where's the bike? It's deleted like his album is deleted, like the verse is deleted like the visuals. Deleted? Where the hell did it go? The bike is gone. Because suddenly this motherfucker got a luxury car. I guess he's not going green anymore. The humble king era just evaporated at that point. It's like, what are we doing here? And don't miss that. That's not accidental. This motherfucker said, I'm done cosplaying as broke. Respect me again. I'm tired.
No, literally, that's what I was
He starts talking about how people says artists fell off like they made a mistake.
And they want to point to, they did this and this and they made some sort of mistake.
No, Coleslaw. Stop it.
Stop it.
We're just saying you folded. There's a difference. And here's where the sympathy bait starts. He's trying to change the narrative, man. He's reframing.
For like the third time in a row. Like almost every song he makes, it's like a revisionist type history. And I be feeling like I be having to make a video either reacting to the song and like reminding y'all what clearly happened like less than 2 to 3 years ago. But like that's how, like especially like with this is like any aspect. Like I just don't like people like this in general. Like politicians are like this. Like so many people are like this. Where like they will talk confidently, like what clearly is like documented in history did not just happen in our faces. And what I'm realizing like more and more as I like witness people like this, I'm realizing a lot that people are fooled like very easily. Like a lot of people's, and the way that society is built up does not help, but even being sober, people's attention span is like a pigeon. Like within 3 days, almost everything that happened like a week ago is forgotten unless it's super crazy. So people like this, they feel like if they talk confidently enough, they can convince you that what clearly happened didn't happen. It happened a different way. Gaslighting. But the thing is, the reason why people keep on doing this is because for a majority of people, it works. Now, am I saying a majority of people are stupid and gullible? I didn't say that. But I feel like we can put our context clues together because
it as it's crazy they got famous at all. Translations, please feel bad for me. I'm just a rare snowflake who survived success. Bro, you're rich. Relax. I don't feel sorry for you, gang. You got money. You did your thing. Stand on it.
Look, it's kind of crazy. They got.
I think it's Deleted who said this too in a video. He said that J. Cole is the perfect example of what Drake would have been if he tried to compete like consciously with Kendrick. Like if he tried to be a conscious artist, he would have been pretty much the same thing as J. Cole. And that was probably one of the best takes, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if Deleted said it himself. I feel like he did, but yeah, that was
so
a good
few people reach
too.
that level. That yes, of course, it's not going to last forever.
Why are you talking like your legacy already expired? Nobody told you to tap out early. You chose to do that. Didn't nobody do that to you? You did that to yourself, man.
Of course it's not supposed to last forever. What? Dude. If you go into any type of, like, dream with that mentality, like, obviously, like, this type of thinking makes more sense with, like, a sport that you really fuck with. Like, a physical sport. Like, basketball, football, you know what I'm saying, because of age. And obviously, that makes more sense of, hey, you know, I'm obviously going to get older and my body will not let me perform at the same level that I did when I first came in this. This speech would be perfect for like a basketball player to like get ready to like, you know what I'm saying, transition and transfer over what you've learned to like the next generation of players. But you are an artist. You make music. It makes no sense for you to like, unless you feel like you're mentally behind the ball and you can't like stay up to date with like what other people, you know. But I feel like someone like J. Cole with his bass, you're sympathy fishing. You know what I'm saying? You're fishing for.
Like, come on, where's the accountability at? Then he hits
No
us with the cycle
accountability
talk.
from J.
Because
Cole.
somebody else has to take that spot. 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 To take that spot. Somebody else has to take that spot.
Yes, you're right. And Dot took it. You didn't age out. You vacated.
And that's how showbiz.
Yep, that's exactly it. You can't say you aged out. I'll say this just because, you know, if you're a J. Cole fan and you're still watching this video, you're just torturing yourself at this point. Unless you're seeing the light. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're actually seeing the thing. But a lot of y'all aren't going to do that. But it's like, dude, J. Cole was never ahead or even like, other than in the beginning. Because like, there was a, you know what I'm saying? J. Cole did get put on, not even put on, but like he was successful before Kendrick, right? I think he was 1 year before him in the Double XL thing, and this is just another tidbit. In I think it's the Heart Part 1 or 2. No, it's the Heart Part 1. He's talking about being at the Double XL with his friend J Rock, because J Rock was able to go into the Double XL cipher before Kendrick, but you know Kendrick was there just to like see. He's like, I was at the Double XL just trying to excel, networking. Meanwhile, my stomach. So like, you know what I'm saying, he catching the vibe, and like these are like the songs where like before Kendrick like blew up, but like he's like actively like documenting his come up and like the moves he's making to do that. So in there, you know what I'm saying, J Rock was in the same Double XL class as J. Cole. So in there, apparently, just based off that story, J. Cole was like one of the last people to show up. He said, J. Cole's running late. If he don't show up, think I can take his place? That's Kendrick saying that. And then, of course, ladies start laughing. No pun intended. I ain't being sarcastic. A nigga like that, a nigga who raps like that, he is not going to just give up the spot. And you feel me?
Dot snatched that shit from you and your twinkle toes friend. Now he says it again.
If you don't show up, think I can take his place? Ladies start laughing. No pun intended, I ain't being sarcastic.
Fell off. Album title drop without saying it's the album title.
But no, they always want to say, oh, that guy fell off.
No.
They want to look down on him.
No.
Just going through the natural cycle of rising and falling.
No, we're not. We're looking down on you for talking spicy than hiding. There's
yes.
You don't get to rewrite history because it's uncomfortable. And
he keeps trying.
Now the beat tightens up. Okay, here we go. Now he wants to remind us he can rap. All right, shit.
Let's go.
No coach playing board games, he wanted love, but he only made more pain. No coach playing board games, he wanted love, but he only made more pain.
No, right.
I didn't even get to the snippet because I just didn't care anymore. He's still trying to revise shit. Like, no, you're not that. I remember when J. Cole first apologized, we was like, we better not hear you talking about none of that. I'm the best in this album. You've lost that privilege. Because it's like you've had the opportunity to spar with people, the person who has been debated to be at your level or better than you for over a decade, and you fold.
in less than a week.
Oh, stop it. You did not play war games, Cole. You loaded the gun, aimed it, then put the safety back on. What are you talking about here, bro? Don't start that shit. You are a fake bully, a fake friend, you're fake salad, you're coleslaw. You ain't do nothing, man. Don't start that whataboutism shit. Don't start trying to talk yourself up, man. You lost that. You can't do that now. You're not allowed to do that. You lost that. He wanted love, but it only made more pain. And there it is. He's the victim. He's traumatized. The beef traumatized him. So which one is it?
Rearranging the story around.
Smoke? Because last year you wanted plausible deniability. You disappeared. We didn't hear from you. You went Casper on everybody.
When niggas die over pride and live for the...
Classic Cole move. Just say enough to sound deep, not enough to stand on shit. I mean, either that or he's copying Kendrick again.
I gotta tee off the... Live for the...
Yo, not again. Not again. Why is he doing this? Why does he do that?
That's
Come
it.
on,
No
Cole.
No admission. Just, hey, pull up next month. Oh, why? Why would I be excited? Why? You already apologized. You already explained yourself. You already admitted you were wrong. And now you're whispering your way into a rollout trying to act fake deep and fake tough. And let's not talk about the energy of the whole video. This is not confident. It's very defensive. This is trying to pre-cope in case the album flops. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. This is a pre-cope mechanism. He's like, just in case the album really actually flops.
Yo.
And listen, I'm not denying talent. I'm not.
Of course.
Cole can rap. He always can rap. He has an elite-ass flow. Middle school bars is still middle school, though.
Yeah.
But the flow is elite. It's immaculate. However,
Yeah, his flow's
above
top
the beat
tier.
act needs to stop.
But his wordplay, bro.
How are you above the beat when you
It's
helped
so
create it?
surface
You weren't
level, bro.
above it. You were in it. And you got scared and reframed fear as wisdom. Not to mention, you did drop shots. You said the names. Then you disappeared and let everyone else take the heat of it. And then don't forget, you came back with that poor Antonio shit. That love letter to Drake. That wasn't peace. That was a panic button. And the wildest part, you still were throwing slick shots at Kendrick after ducking the fame. And that's coward behavior. You can't say I'm above this while subtweeting in rap form. You gotta pick a lane. This album does not hold weight unless he says this. I was wrong. I started something. I couldn't finish it. I cheated the culture. That's it. That's
not
the bar.
gonna say that,
fake
though.
ass apology to die. You need to apologize to the world because you cheated us out of one of the hip hop's biggest rap battles. We were robbed.
That would have been. Oh my gosh! I'm not gonna lie. Like, I absolutely love the way, because Drake. You know what I'm saying? Rap battles, you can cap a little bit. Drake really held his own with this rap battle. You know what I'm saying? But just the anticipation, like, I was really feeling like J. Cole and Kendrick was about to have the rap battle of the decade, bro. Like, and I felt like the only way that wouldn't happen is if J. Cole didn't deliver. That's the only thing I wasn't confident. I wasn't confident that J. Cole would be able to even seem like he was comparing to Kendrick. But even still, I knew there was a factor of J. Cole fan delusion syndrome. There's still a little, like, every fan has some delusion. Even the Kendrick fans be a little bit delusional. But, bro, the anticipation, like, of course, Kendrick and Drake been jabbing at each other, but this was the real anticipation of who we wanted to see.
It's three
And you
heavyweights,
fucked that
one
up.
era-defining moment, and you folded. That was your moment to rise to the occasion. All that shit talking that you was doing led up to that. So now I don't care how polished this sounds. I don't care how clean the production is. I don't care if he upgraded the 8th grade to 12th grade bars, because that's all it was. Without accountability, it's cosplay maturity. And the visuals prove that. The bike is gone, humble cosplay gone. Now it's luxury silence and soft lighting. Cole got to be the only person that dressed a whole rollout like a therapist's office. And I ain't buying it. You guys can. I don't fall for victim tears. You didn't fall off. You stepped aside. And now you want applause for surviving your own decisions. And nah, you ain't getting that from me. You could get it for everybody else. And honestly, until this dude looks in the mirror and says, I was scary. So if you're wondering why the announcement video didn't move me, that's why. That first video, I was just like, okay. There's no fire here. There's no conviction. Just vibes and avoidance. It's coleslaw. It's nasty. It's fake salad. And then the second video dropped a few hours later, and I already see y'all gearing up to start clapping like seals. And then the praise came. He rapped his entire life in reverse.
Whoop-de-doo.
The camera moves backwards. Oh my God. The clock is ticking backwards.
Whoop-de-doo.
Like, come on. You guys are so easily impressed these days. Saying it's
They was eating that shit up. They're like, oh my gosh, the whole video's in reverse and he's rapping in reverse. So
groundbreaking. Like Nas didn't already do this. Y'all are so
literally, bro.
This is just Cole being Cole, which means string some big words together, slow the delivery down, add a concept that sounds smart, and let the smooth brain section of the internet do the rest.
Is he doing the reverse Yachty thing on that Limitless video.
Hater.
I didn't watch this video.
Now, don't get me wrong. I'll give him one thing. Rapping your life in reverse, structurally, that's clean. He wasn't the first person to rap in reverse, though. I've seen it not just with Nas. I've seen it with YouTubers like Daystorm. I've been seeing that. But I will give him that compliment. That's dope. It shows talent. Right. Don't get greedy. That's my last compliment.
That's it.
Funeral, grandkids crying, coffee in church. Cool imagery, really deep, very Lifetime movie-ish. And snap, fast forward, awards, verse of the year, purpose clear. And right there is where he sneaks it in.
Verse of the year, my purpose is clear as to murk. Verse of the year, my purpose is clear as to murk. Verse of the year, my purpose is clear as to murk.
Go, don't start that shit, man.
Do not start.
Flirt with death. Whoever dare flirt with death. Whoever dare flirt with death.
What we doing here?
The best alive to what you now hear is the work. The best alive to what you now hear is the work. The best alive to what you now hear is the work.
The best alive. How are you the best alive when you ran from the fight? How are you the best alive when the moment that actually mattered, you folded? How the fuck are you gonna crown yourself king from the safety of a concept record? I'm the best alive. This is built off of what ifs. The what if rapper. And what if bars are weightless?
What if rapper
fraud currency. It's like a knockoff Rolex. At first glance, it shines, but the moment you realize it's fake, the shine disappears fast. That's this verse. That's exactly what this is. So all of this imagery is basically screaming, look how deep my journey was. But none of it answers the question people actually have. Where the fuck was this energy when it was time to stand on business? We're not letting that go. Some other people can act like they know now.
They keep on trying to avoid that question, but we're
it's
gonna
gonna
keep
always
on
matter.
asking that.
It's gonna always matter, man. They would do the same thing to boxers. If they avoided the champ and they try to call themselves the champ and never fought the heavyweight champ, that's gonna always come up in the discussion. You can't philosophize your way out of fear. Can't do that. Then we hit the regression. Diapers, childhood, shrinking back into nothing. I mean, I see the aesthetic vulnerability. Okay, cool. It's vulnerable. Then boom, second movement. Beat switches, aggression kicks in.
Computer style of the unibrow Unabomber, who maneuver through the drama with the suit on.
Oh, so now you're tough. Now your chest is out. Now you puffing that chest. Where the fuck was this energy when it wasn't safe? This whole second half feels like cosplay aggression. So now I'm mad. I'm annoyed.
Cosplay
Cole is
aggression.
basically saying, let me remind you guys that I could be dangerous. Hypothetically, though. Hypothetically. That is literally his entire brand right now. Hypothetical menace. Imaginary dominance. Self-crowns with no risk attached. You can't be the best alive if your resume never was turned in and submitted. It was ripped up and shredded. And that's why none of this hits for me. It doesn't. I'm bored.
It doesn't, bro.
Yeah, I'm bored as hell. We all have different hearing. You guys got excited. I didn't. Emotionally empty. Absolutely. It is. Okay, cool. Because for me, once you realize the watch is fake, you stop checking the time. And that's where I'm at with Cole. That's where I'm at with. He's fake salad.
That's what I said in the beginning of the video. Once you realize, like, you know what I'm saying? The facade, the delusion with the fans, it's like, it's not interesting, you know? We don't believe you either, because you lied. you know? It's like, that fake salad coleslaw is probably the perfect. That is such a bar,
the audacity
bro.
to have some more subliminals. That's Cole's favorite move. He only shoots at people he knows won't shoot back, or he does it in a safe-ass way where you have to question who he's talking about.
I have some fake morals.
He's been doing that. We don't even need to go through all the people he's done that with. I've done it a million times.
On cloud 9, now signed to my hero.
But now he's doing it to Jay-Z.
One of the so-called kings of this rap thing. One of the so-called kings of this rap thing. One of the so-called kings of this rap thing.
How you gonna rap like this about a dude who hasn't dropped a real rap record in I don't know how long? That's convenient as hell. That's real.
2017. And I doubt he's going to drop again because it's almost a decade since that album came out.
Cole loves acting big and bad with legends who are either retired, distracted, or not responding. But notice how that energy disappears when it's somebody who will respond. He has no smoke for Kendrick. He already apologized and pleaded for Drake's forgiveness. Just a whole bunch of what-if bars. And that's the pattern. That's the pattern, even with this bar.
Young puss playing war games, he wanted love, but he only made more pain. Young puss playing war games, he wanted love, but he only made more pain.
Which to me sounds like a double entendre. It could be a triple entendre. Some people think he's talking about himself, others think he's talking about Drake, and others think he's talking about Kendrick.
Young puss playing war games, he wanted
Oh yeah,
love,
he
but
definitely
only
left
made
that
more
vague.
pain.
Young pup playing war games, wanted blood, but he only got more pain. The young pup sounds like he's talking about Drake, pup for all the dogs. But when you say young pup, the youngest one out of the three is Kendrick. Drake's younger than Cole, but not by much, by a year. Versus Kendrick is 2 years and some change.
Young puss playing war games, he wanted love, but he only made more pain.
Why are you even poking these people? Why are you trying to make people wonder who you're talking about when you
Literally,
know you're not
bro.
going to stand on shit? You're not going to stand on shit. It's not going to happen. It's never direct with anybody who could actually...
But what else does, like, this is making me think, like, what else does J. Cole have to, like, prevent this album from flopping? Like, I don't believe J. Cole can just rap good here and have, like, a solid body of work, and like that's kind of where a lot of stuff loses. Is he, uh, of course, J. Cole, like I said, he can rap, but a lot of like the delusion in the fan base was built up from him building himself up and talking, and there ain't nothing wrong with that. But I feel like to a certain extent, when you get to this, the fans are feeding this back into you. You start believing the lies you tell yourself if enough people believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Turn it into a problem. It's always sideways, always coded, always I didn't say no names. And that's why this shit feels fake. That's why it doesn't hit. It's the same J. Cole. He has no evolution. Where did he evolve in this track?
The next generation of quality from Tacoma is here. Optimized for forgiveness, reimagined for precision, and designed ideally for fewer squares under...
This track sounds like something that could have been on 2014 Forest Hill Drive. It doesn't sound like anything new. There's no graduation.
And that's the thing as well. Like, you see artists like... I can't put Drake in this category, unfortunately, but I see artists like Kendrick, Tyler, who, like, will completely reinvent their approach. Not even reinvent, but just change the approach to, like... It's... Every album is different, like... And... I've been saying this for a minute. J. Cole is just not that complex. Like, a lot of the concepts with his album, if you just compare one of Kendrick's, like, I'll just put Good Kid, Mad City. I don't think J. Cole came out with a single album that tops Good Kid, Mad City. And I'm a Kendrick fan that thinks To Pimp a Butterfly is better than Good Kid, Mad City by, like, this much. But, yeah.
In this record, the shit just feels fake, and that's why it don't hit, because it's Coleslaw behavior. Now zoom out for a second. The timing is just not accidental. Hip-hop is in a weird spot right now. It's in a weird spot, regardless of how you feel about it, whether you like it or not. The charts has dipped. Mainstream attention scattered. Underground is cooking again, though.
Oh, yeah.
However, the casuals checked out. Only people really from hip-hop are still tapped in. So what does Cole do? What is Coleslaw doing? He's making sure he shows up right on cue, trying to frame himself as the savior of hip-hop. Watch, I'm telling you. I'm calling it. Why'd you have it? As soon as the album dropped, people are going to start saying the culture needed this. Though. Lyricism is back. Cole is restoring balance.
Oh my gosh, he might actually try that, though. You're cooking. You're cooking right now. That's why I said it like that, because I can completely sing a narrative like that trying to be
He is saving hip-hop, and I'm calling it now. That's the rollout. Because when the genre starts to look weak to certain people, certain individuals, somebody always tries to crown themselves as the fixer. And Cole fans are gonna eat this shit up.
Oh, they're
right now. They're gonna eat the Coleslaw all the way up. Pause. No. They're gonna swear he's saving hip-hop. And no, I ain't having that. He's just showing up when the room is quiet, talking loud and reckless, and hoping nobody challenges him. Still Coleslaw, fake salad, same plate. And if this sounds like a TED Talk full of hate, just a hating ass video, good. That was the point. Good. The hate. Be mad. Cry in the comments. Ask me. Don't act brand new. Y'all have to learn to cope. You didn't see me crying when Ye made a whole song airing out weird personal family shit. I just
no,
said,
for real.
Why he do that? Dang, Ye.
No, for real. He had a couple of...
do it, y'all could cope too. Because right now, this man has proven exactly what he's always been. The fake, deep philosopher who acts like he's above it all. He's Coleslaw. He tries to sell himself as steak, like he's beef, like he's about beef.
Yeah.
He tried to act like he was a healthier option. Whole time, he's just sitting between the potatoes and the meat like a confused middle. And he ain't Caesar.
Like the middle shot.
Caesar. He ain't kale. He ain't king. He's mayonnaise-based, sticky, cold, unseasoned coleslaw. And some people swear by it. It's all good. Some people love that shit. But don't get mad that the rest of us sees it for what it is. Fake death, passive-aggressive bars, crybaby, clickbaiting ass energy. Nobody likes fake deep. Nobody likes duck and fades. And nobody asked for coleslaw. We didn't ask for this shit. We don't like this shit. I mean, we'll see when the album drops. But it seems like the ingredients are still the same.
Nah, you clocked it, I think.
It's still coleslaw.
It's still coleslaw. Yeah, y'all. I had to do that one real quick. Because, yo, you're he can't keep getting away with this. I'm just, like, I it's like a double-edged sword being the, like, dude who be remembering shit, who be, like, tuned in the most educated, because you just be looking around at other people, be like, yo, lock in. No way I have to explain this to y'all again. But it's like, if you don't explain it, a lot of people be clueless to shit like this, and they be getting fooled. J. Cole has a lot of people fooled right now. That's all I'm gonna say. But that's about that. I'm pretty much done with this. This video about to be edited, and I'm about to relax. If y'all like the video, like it. Subscribe if you're new, because all we do is chill over here. With that being said, you be great, be safe, keep getting to that bag. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Peace. Okay.